We all know WWF No Mercy and WCW NWO Revenge are considered two of the greatest wrestling games ever made. In today's video, we're going to take a look at them side by side and compare the two. Was No Mercy as good as we all remember it as, or was WCW NWO Revenge just as good? Let the battle for wrestling's top two games begin now. First, let's look at arenas, and in this one it's kind of tough. WWF No Mercy has a ton of good arenas, but also so does WCW NWO Revenge, and maybe Bash at the Beach, probably one of my favorite all-time arenas. So this one, it's a toss-up. Next, we're going to look at the belts. WWF No Mercy has all the belts that you could want, and there's a twist to this. So if you go to the World Heavyweight belt, or any of the belts for that matter, you're going to get a story mode. In this story mode, I chose the World Heavyweight title, and I'll have a qualifying match and I have to compete in the Royal Rumble. Now we get into the story mode, where I have Andre the Giant telling me that I have to compete in the Royal Rumble and my purpose of competing in the Royal Rumble. So it's a full-blown story mode. So next, we go to the Royal Rumble. And it's all up to me now. Which of the three paths? So you get three paths to take. And this is the Royal Rumble. And as you can hear, when we get down to 3 seconds, the crowd actually gets into the Royal Rumble with us. And then out comes the next contestant. And you have 33 people in this Royal Rumble. So that is a pretty in-depth start to the story mode. The championship mode in Revenge, you have all the belts, but you just compete against a few different people, then you fight the champ for the belt. That is it. As far as match types go, there is no comparison. This is No Mercy's match types. As you can pause the video, or I'll go even more in depth here in a second, but Exhibition, Royal Rumble, pay-per-view, 40 superstars you can have in the Rumble. You can build your own pay-per-view. The event, an arena, you can name it, do whatever you want with it, number of matches, all of that's included in this. You have King of the Ring, guest referee matches, cage matches, just match after match after match that you can build on here, and Revenge only has a few to choose from. This is probably one of the biggest reasons that No Mercy just obliterated Revenge. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into superstars in an area where WCW NWO Revenge may have an edge. So if you look through the list of No Mercy wrestlers on here, the list is actually pretty huge. And a couple of these guys actually cross over to both games. But you have all of D-Generation X. You can look through all these superstars, and you will have the ability to edit some of these guys, or any of these guys. It does have ladies. You can be Earl Hebner, be Mick Foley. You unlock Andre the Giant. You can go in and edit The Rock. I can change anything about him. I can change his moveset. I can change his strengths, which people that he rivals against, his allies. All of this is editable just with the click of a button. This is the guy that I made, and this is my match with Kurt Angle. I can make myself however I want. You know, I come out with somebody, I create my own entrance. I promise this was actually a more competitive match, but this is just me beating Kurt Angle's head off the ground. But I get to pick my own finishing move, which you'll see here. And I actually get to beat Kurt Angle. And you can take your guy into the superstar mode, into the story mode. Which brings me to WCW's roster, which is actually stacked. This is the NWO White. Even fight as Eric Bischoff. This is the NWO Red, has Sting, who is my favorite wrestler of all time. Raven's Flock, you have all of them. You have WCW 1 with a lot of different legends in this. The old school Booker T get up. WCW 2 One of the best things about the WCW roster, which you'll see in a sec here, is the Cruiserweight division, which for me always kind of held my attention with WCW. A lot of good cruiserweights to choose from, and WCW always did this, even with World Tour. They had extra characters, and you can go in and edit them. Dr. Frank is my heavyweight champion on the game, but you can edit them, but you can't create one yourself. So you can do the Hulk Hogan, the old school Hulk Hogan, and as I'll show you now, you can take Macho Man and you can edit his outfit, and you can change it into any wrestler that you want, or you can just make him also Hulk Hogan. But at the end of the day, there can only be one true winner, and in just like it was in actual wrestling, WCW just couldn't fully compete. And WWF No Mercy is still, in my opinion, the best wrestling game ever made. Thanks for watching.